and welcome to the lovingly crafted movie podcast within a podcast, the summer movie series from the GameView podcast, lovingly titled the GameView podcast. Chris, remember that time that Pokemon and there's Pokemons in the Pokemons?
Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, I remember that. Pokemon.
Me neither, but I am your host. I'm your host, Dan, Postal Worker Lickitung, Rots, and I'm joined by Chris Alakazam, the Ice Cream Man, writes. And we'll be joined later by Allison, Mr. Mime, the Mime, Van Devender, whenever she gets here.
To be clear, Alakazam is not an ice cream Pokemon.
But he has two spoons. It's the perfect job.
They're bent is the problem.
But he could work at a.
He can't pick anything up. He can only pick it up with his mind.
He could work at a Cold Stone.
He can't pick up things with his spoon. He can only do it with his
work
mind.
at a Cold Stone Creamery. Except he could only sing the songs that are like Alakazam, Alakazam, Alakazam.
Do you think he could sing Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo because that starts with? Well, that starts with Alakazoo.
So he couldn't. That's the answer. That's the answer.
What if he was custom named by his trainer to be Alakazoo?
That's not how it works, though. It's you don't. You say the name. What you say is the name of the Pokemon it is.
And that is an issue I have with this movie.
Kind of. There's a different. Well, it's like I guess it depends on what Pokemon it is, but that's one of the things with it. But this week we watched this. Wait, what's 2 weeks called? What's 2 weeks called? It's not a week.
Semi-monthly? No, bi-weekly. Bi-weekly?
Hold on. There's got to be a word for it. Hold on. What is 2 weeks called?
You think we would know this, considering we've been going on?
Oh, it's a fortnight. This
fortnight. I thought a fortnight was more than that.
No, fortnight is 2 weeks.
How have we not been using that more?
Well, we're going to use it a lot now. Well, this fortnight we watched. We watched Pokemon Detective Pikachu. The from 2019 when everything was great, and then
that Ryan Reynolds joint.
I
got a house that year.
I would say nothing else.
Awesome.
Nothing else happened.
Yeah, but I got a house, and it was really good timing.
Really good time.
Impeccable timing, really.
So we watched this week. But first, while we're waiting for Allison to get here, we're gonna do it's a Bevs and Video Games podcast. So we're gonna talk about the Bevs first. Chris, what are you drinking?
Well, I'll give you a hint. I ate crabs today.
So penicillin?
No, not those crabs. Natty Bo, that's the only beer you drink.
Natty Bo is the only beer you drink when you eat crab.
Yeah. If you're in Maryland and you're drinking another beer other than Natty Bo when you eat crabs,
you drink Natty Bo.
Might as well just not eat crabs.
Well, I would still eat crabs. They're delicious.
They
delicious.
are.
You crack them open,
but
you suck on their legs. Delicious.
But they're better with a Natty Bo. Promise.
Everything's better with a Natty Bo. Promise.
Not everything.
Oh wait,
but like 99% of things are better with Natty Bo.
Hold on. Sorry.
What's going on, buddy?
Ignore. Hold on.
I do all the time.
I have to post the thing. And if you're in the stream, you can see me posting the thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
If
Look at him go. He's posting the thing. You can tell from the concentration.
And now
he posted the thing. I heard the badoop.
You got the badoop. Everybody got the badoop.
No, I don't have a badoof now.
There's so many goddamn Pokemon. Okay. So this week, so nice. What's the chuggability rating? Because we have to.
Extremely high.
Extremely high. Tight.
I don't know if there's a more chuggable beer. For me.
For you, you could chug over and
Highest
over.
chuggability of all time for Chris.
God. Oh my god. I've been drinking a lot of these like really light, low ABV, like lower calorie beers, like the garage beers and like.
You watching your figure?
Well, no, it's just better. It's slightly better for me, and I could drink like 8 of them, and then I'm good. I can't do
That
that
makes
with
it not
IPAs.
better for you.
Well, I don't understand. What? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. But nice, very good. I'm drinking because Hannah got these beers because she was like, they look cool.
But that is a fun label. I was about to say, yeah.
It's by New Trail.
Oh yeah, New Trail's good.
And it's called Laurel Ridge. It's in partnership with the Pennsylvania Parks and Forests Foundation.
I love that. Have you had anything by
Oh
by
yeah,
them before?
oh yeah, all the time. I
Okay.
love New Trail Brewing.
Yeah, it's they did like a hard push into Maryland like a year or two ago, and yeah, we see them all down here all the time, which is cool.
Nice. But this is a hazy India Pale Ale. And
Nice.
on the
Love
front,
that.
this is the Adirondack Shelters in Rockwood, PA. That's what the image
Yeah,
on the
that's an
front
awesome
is.
label.
It's really
Love
cool.
that.
If you're listening to this instead of watching it, it looks cool. That's it. That's all how I can describe it. But it's well, I guess I should taste it. Let me see. Ooh,
Ooh,
that's really good. It's very juicy. This is a very juicy IPA.
juicy.
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't get a lot of the fruit notes on it whenever you're smelling it, but that's delicious. I really like this one.
Nice. That's awesome. Love a good juicy IPA.
I like that a lot. That's very good. I don't think I could chug it.
A lot, a
But
lot. Do you think I could chug it?
a lot. Well, I mean, you could. Yeah. It's not that you can't. I could. I wouldn't because it tastes good and I want to taste it. If I'm chugging it, I can't taste it. Excuse me. Pardon me. Let me do it.
I won't.
Never mind. Okay. Take that. Take that, your ear holes. But it's yeah, it's good. I like it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's good.
But
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 but Bidoof.
that's the sound. That's the sound it makes when you turn on Netflix. But
No, but I think it's to doom is what they say.
well, they have their own award show now.
Called to doom.
Is it called To Do? Okay.
No, it's not an award show. It's like a press release thing. You know how everyone has their own. There's no like E3s or like movie events where like all the different people. Now everyone just has their own little. It's like here's everything coming to Netflix, and then Lady Gaga performs or whatever.
Nice.
But yeah, but this is a booze, a bevs and video game.
a booze.
It's a booze and video games podcast. 30 minutes in, we're like, I got this is a video game sick. Do it. What have you been playing, Chris?
What have I been playing? I've been playing mostly. I played a lot of Rogue Trader this week, but also
Okay.
I was dipping my little toesies back into Parkitect and Planet Coaster because I
Nice.
don't know what it is about this time of the year for me, but like I like going to theme parks around this time. Not that I'm going to one anytime soon, but
No, but
wish
I know what you
was.
mean. I know what you mean though. But because
Uh,
this time of year is typically whenever it's like the weather, like it's like there's surprisingly like, oh, it's cooler outside for like this week.
yeah, it's not hot as dick for once, and
Yeah.
I get to go ride some roller coasters. I love riding roller coasters. It's one of my favorite things in the world. I don't know if It's a very much chicken or the egg thing with do I like roller coasters because I liked Roller Coaster Tycoon, or do I like Roller Coaster Tycoon because I like roller
Because you
coasters?
like roller coasters. Can I tell you
Or
some?
is it just a self-perpetuating thing? I don't know. But
Can I tell you something that's very sad?
hmm?
I can't really ride roller coasters that much anymore because
Oh
as I've gotten
no.
older, my equilibrium gets all fucked up. so
So I used to
I get really
shit on
dizzy.
my dad. I used to shit on my dad because he would use that as an excuse, and I'd be like, "Oh, you just don't want to go." But yeah, no, I feel bad that that is actually a thing,
It's
and
like it's so annoying. I hate it because I loved roller coasters. I loved roller coasters.
they're great. They're pretty awesome.
Soba says he doesn't do coasters either. Exactly. But it's not like by choice. It's just like if I
God, I
go up
hope
to,
I'm 80 and still be able to ride roller
I
coasters.
get it.
I probably
That's
will
you
push
dead.
through.
That's you dead.
I'll if I
Riding a
could
roller coaster.
die if I could die at 80 riding Alpengeist at Busch Gardens, I would be so happy. If
Der
that's how I could go out.
Alpengeist. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I think my favorite of all time.
Your
It's
favorite
just
roller coaster of all time is Alpengeist. Interesting.
it is. So it used to like when it was first built in I think 1996, I believe. It scared me. Um and then I wrote it and I was like, "Oh, this is the raddest shit ever." Katie wrote it and was like, "That hurts." And I'm like, "No, it's not. It's awesome. What are you talking
I was
about?"
like, my neck, my back, all of the parts of my body are
No,
in pain.
like yeah, and like for whatever reason, for a long time, it used to be like the roller coaster that no one would go on because it was kind of intense.
Because it
But yeah, it's
hurts your
always
body.
it if you know what to do, it doesn't.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to go into. That's like, yeah, I fell down the stairs and it didn't hurt because I've done it
It's like
so
learning
many
how to take a
times.
fall in wrestling. Like
Also,
if you know how to do it, it doesn't hurt.
it doesn't
If you
hurt,
don't,
but
it
if you
hurts.
don't, then it hurts. That's what happens. So anyway, the video games that you're
But yeah,
playing.
no, I do love that. Right. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I've been kind of messing around with those. And so yeah, I was playing Parkitect, which is basically the spiritual successor
Mhm.
to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
That is until
So
will we ever get a Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, do you think?
there is a Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
Oh, okay.
And then they did Roller Coaster Tycoon World, which you don't talk about because it's bad.
Oh, got it.
Um,
Okay.
so Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 came out and it was a little different. You could ride the rides, which was cool, but also it just wasn't quite as good.
Oh.
Whereas Roller Coaster Tycoon was kind of the apex of the genre for a really long time. Some people still
Gotcha.
think it is. But Parkitect is kind of like the same viewpoint. So like it's kind of the isometric viewpoint
Mhm.
of like the Roller Coaster 1 and 2 vibe,
Mhm.
but with some extra stuff to it. Whereas Planet Coaster is more like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
Mhm.
And also Planet Coaster is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
And also you can ride the rides and it's a little more realistic
Gotcha.
that way. But
Whee!
they're both
I
fun.
just imagined. I just imagine. I having never really played any of those games, or like the newer ones where it's like you could ride the rides. I imagine like sitting there just being like, "Wee."
You know, you think that, but for me, like it 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 gets me a little bit there, which is cool. Also, have you seen like the really cute like videos of like the mom with like her child on the chair and like kind of like
Yeah.
pretending to be, and like
Yeah.
the kids like,
What?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Uh, One day I
Uh,
might do that.
Soba says, I think the first Roller Coaster Tycoon was written in assembly code, so it will run on a
It was,
potato.
it was,
It will run on a potato.
and yeah, I don't even know how that works. But yeah, the first the 1 and 2 were masterpieces.
So good.
I still have it on my phone.
That's great. I love that it's on the phone. I mean, I think they released Age of Empires on your phone now. You could play it on there. There's a phone
Wouldn't that
version
be?
of it.
I mean, I feel like that'd be hard
Maybe.
to do.
I don't know. I'm
Like
not gonna do it, but I assume it
same,
probably works
it's
fine.
the actions per minute would be difficult.
Yes. Well, I don't think I'm playing against other people. I think I'm just being William Wallace going like, "Oh, over here. Okay." Over here.
and then
Okay.
using cheats to get your Cobra that shoots
Rosebud.
bullets.
Oh no,
Yeah,
wait, that's no wait. I forget what the cheat code was to get the Cobra.
I can't remember.
Oh God. All right.
I
Uh,
I I know I remember the ones from StarCraft better. Power overwhelming. Uh,
I only remember that in The Sims, you could put in you did the cheat code Rosebud would get you like $1 million or something like that, and
hmm
then you could just do
hmm
that over and over again.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's kind of what I've been playing. And yeah, Rogue Trader's been a lot of fun. It opened up, so I think I mentioned this last time. So I've been doing kind of exploring space a little bit, and that's been cool. There's been some interesting planets that I've landed on, like
Mm-hmm.
one that like seemed super normal, and then they were like, oh, by the way, by the way, every solstice or whatever where there's an eclipse, we worship this. We do this one thing, and they were like, "Oh, you're totally worshiping chaos gods.
Nice.
That's
Gotta
bad."
love worshiping chaos gods. Don't you
and
hate
then
it?
and then so then you're like, "Well, now I have to kill you,"
Don't you just hate when you're on a date with the girl and then
and
she's
you're just like, "Well, chaos gods."
oh no, she worships chaos gods.
Yeah.
Oh, I got married and then my wife was like, I worship
Oh,
chaos
by the way,
gods.
here's have you met our Lord and Savior Slanesh? Uh, could be good for you, could be bad.
Could be
Um,
bad.
anyway,
Let me tell you about one of the things that so I'm playing Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, which is
what, yeah,
a Souls like.
yeah.
Um
You talked about this last time, yes?
I talked about it last time or the time before that. I'm playing through it. It's a Souls like. It started
Yes.
out like it was like pretty hard, and then I figured it out. Like I kind of like okay, I understood it after a while. It the curve, I reached the like peak of the sine wave or whatever it is. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I got it. I'm like, I've got the rhythm. I know how I'm playing, doing all this stuff.
Is
You
this a
know,
Gunner game, Dan?
no, it's not. It is not because it is hard as balls. There's only it's just like some of the outfits are like a little
Basic.
boobies, but
Um,
um, some of the outfits are a little bit booby esque, but like you
yeah.
always see the character from behind, so I don't even know who it's for.
Oh
That's like,
no.
but that's like I'm like I don't really even see what it's for. But it's good. I have this problem with Souls like games. Every one
uh,
that I've played in the last few that have come out, I obsess over doing all the right things for all the side quests. You know, like there's like you're just like,
oh,
oh, you
that's
meet a
every game
person.
all the
It's
time, dude.
but especially in Soul because it's like one little thing. It's like you answer two questions wrong and then you fuck up everything, you know? So I'm going through, I'm like, okay, very carefully, like, what do I think this is? I do the thing. What do I think this is? I do the thing. In Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, I beat a boss and I got to a point where there was like I could keep walking forward, and then there was a guy who I could talk to, who was just like, it was like, oh, make sure you're done all the stuff. And then I started walking forward, and I was like, well, wait, so is it like if I talk to him, does that move me to the end of the game, or if I go forward, does that move me to the end of the game? And so I talked to him, and then it took me to the end of the game, and I failed like 5 side quests that I had been working so hard on to like get all the right things.
Dude, I hate that.
It's
A
so fucking annoying. And because
and
it's like
B, I've been having that issue with Rogue Trader in that like I don't want to mess something up because like it's not always clear what you're
mhm.
supposed to do. Bye, Allison. Um,
She's here for 2 seconds. She was just checking. She was like, "Can I do it?
yeah.
I'm here."
Nah, I'm good. This sucks.
Oh, these guys again. Fuck these
They're here. Fuck.
guys.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. Like, I mean, that's like every RPG for me is like I get to a point where I'm just like I don't know the right answer for the goal that I want to achieve.
Right.
and then I look it up.
Right,
And
but
like that
even
doesn't feel great either.
that doesn't feel
Uh,
great, but, like, sometimes it's like I have this sort of completionist, like, bone in my body where I was like, "I need to do it." And there's, like, all these things where I'm like, "Yes, okay." It's like I look up, I'm like, "Okay, I answered all the right things. I got all the ways to, like, get to the end, like, get to the quest and that I could." And then I talked to the guy one fucking time, and I can't go back. So now it's like I just failed 5 quests, and I'm like, "Ah."
yeah,
So
that
then it's
sucks.
like then I have to be like I was like, "Okay, you just finish the game now." Because I did the same thing with Lies of P, where I did everything. I did everything perfect the whole time, and
I
then
remember this. Yeah,
I got to the end, and I was like,
you fucked it up.
there was two a question with 2 answers, and I picked the one that I thought was right. It apparently wasn't right because I didn't
Yeah,
get
that's
to be
tough.
the.
And it's not like with, especially with Souls, like you can't just like reload. Like it just be that
I
way.
tried. I tried to save scum. I tried to like shut off the console real fast. It was
And like at least I've got that going for me with because so I'll give you an example in Rogue Trader. So I was playing that and I like I'm in like this kind of in Act 2 basically where it like space opened up and I can go to different systems and stuff.
mhm.
And I went to this one system because I was just kind of like going to every system like
Yeah.
you
It's
do.
like, ooh, what's this? And then you're like, oh,
Right.
you've reached the point in the story where everything closes off.
Well, no. So what happened was I went to this one place and it started like a conversation. And I was like, this feels weird. Something is wrong. So I looked at the conversation and like the first thing that showed up on the Google search was like, game breaking bug. Do not
Oh
do this.
no.
And I was like, oh, fuck.
I
So
ruined
I
everything.
did reload before I went too far on that one.
But it's just God, it's just so I was so mad. Like I did it and I went back. I was like, maybe I could go back to that place because you can still fast travel. So I was like, maybe I can go back to that place. And I went back and none of the people who were supposed to be there were there, and I was very sad.
Yeah.
However, I will say Wu Chang Fallen Feathers is very fun. It's
Except for that bullshit.
except for that bullshit, but that's every Souls like game. They always do that to you.
That's every game ever. Every game wants to fuck you.
I wish. My 20s would
Hey,
have been
Allison,
a
how's
lot
it
easier.
going?
Hi, Allison.
Hello.
Anyways, speaking of games that want to fuck you, let's talk about Pokemon.
No. Well, first we have to talk Allison. Allison has moved. If you
Oh
haven't,
yeah,
um,
the angle is different.
This is temporary. I'm on the laptop because I don't have my computer set up. I mean, can you even
But
hear me okay?
oh yeah,
yes,
you sound great.
100%. But
Okay,
you were
good.
like,
I
but I
have the
got to
mic,
talk about
so
Pokemans.
yeah, I gotta get with my boys. So here I am. And we're gonna do it with this harsh, horrible lighting and terrible angle
Oh,
and
awful.
everything.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, it's so
I'm
bad.
still
oh,
here.
Allison,
what a
I can't believe.
struggle.
Have you seen my lighting? It's literally just a big bright light that makes sure I look like a
What?
vampire.
But it's not like this awful overhead that's like casting these
It's
terrible shadows on my
Oh,
face. But that's fine.
gotta get some
That's
underlight.
fine.
I'll get a
Right.
mirror.
Well,
Do this.
straight on light is the best, and I just don't have it yet. So next time I'll be set up, but it's
Oh,
fine. We're in the middle of everything.
Soba just said, "You mean a danpire?" Yes, I do.
yeah.
I'm a danpire.
Wait, if I was a vampire, what am I? What would I be?
Your would be
Nos for Chris too.
no. Wait, no. Hold on, Criscula. That'd be fine. There's
I mean,
Draculas all
mine's
over the goddamn
easy.
place.
Mine's easy, right? Ali
What about-
card.
Alucard.
I was gonna say Alu Chris, but Alu card is way better.
Yeah.
Uh,
have you, Allison, since you came in right at the end of the game stuff, have you been playing
Mhm.
anything since you're moved?
Before
or
you do that, are
anything-
you drinking anything?
Are you drinking?
Oh, I did grab. I have one thing that I can drink, and it was in the fridge. So we are having an
Oh, fuck
Arizona
yeah.
hard.
Nice.
How do you guys feel about? Sorry, go ahead and tell us what you think.
Yeah,
of that.
tell us
No,
what you
go
think.
ahead because this will give me time to pop it and taste
Okay.
it. Go.
Okay, so how do you guys feel about us being aggressively marketed to for like, hey, you like Arizona iced tea? Here's hard iced tea Arizona, or like hard Mountain Dew, or just like the brands that we grew up with. And they're like,
Just
yeah,
like-
but what if there was alcohol? in it?
I think it's great. Keep it coming.
I mean, I'm into it
Simply
because
Orange. How
into
about
it,
Simply
yeah.
Orange with alcohol?
wait, have you seen wait. Have you seen the Sunny D one? There's a Sunny D one you
Yeah.
can get. And that's Uh-oh. Allison made a
But
face.
wait, did you pay 99 cents for that?
Have you guys tried this?
No.
Oh God.
Is it bad?
Tea is notoriously not a good mixer.
But I really like the Twisted Teas,
Okay.
and I like
And also, what was that? Remember that really popular sweet tea vodka?
I don't.
From
I
South
never had that.
Carolina, back when we had.
Oh,
No, but it was
shit.
probably called Southern something.
No, not Southern, not SoCo.
Not Southern Comfort.
Like
Firefly.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
What's notes is it deriving to you, Allison?
Hold on. How do
Hold
I
up.
describe this? So I really like I said, Twisted Teas, and like there's an Arnold Palmer hard. That one's good. Things like that. This is so I thought I'd like this.
There's
What?
It's
You
like
can get
it
Sorry.
almost tastes savory. There's something weird happening. It's not like it's bad alcohol taste. It's something else.
well, it's also you have to think it's green tea. So
No, that's not a bad thing. It's
That's true.
something else. It's something weird
what
that's
so,
happening.
So is it like vodka or is it just like hard? So it's like just the grain alcohol
It's probably like malt.
malt liquor.
It's malt.
Okay.
Yeah. There's something funky going on though, and I can't tell what's happening. So like obviously it's green tea, ginseng, honey, and then this malt alcohol, and it's giving it a funny smell that isn't pleasant. And then like it almost smells sour. And then when I taste it, it tastes like almost dumplings. I can't describe this. It's very weird.
Well, but when I think about it, if the malt liquor, which is like grain alcohol, right? Am I right in that? Is that what malt liquor is? It's like a mash.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if it's that plus the ginseng and honey, that makes me think like bread. I don't know. Like it just like that. It's like you're just making bread in a can.
So have you ever had like a malt liquor beverage with not a lot of flavoring? Do you remember when I was talking about that beer that I was getting at that music festival earlier this summer?
Yes.
That was just basically like bland like seltzer.
Yes.
It's that.
Okay.
Like
Ugh.
that flavor. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe that's just the mix of it with everything is good. It's not expired. I don't know if that's the thing.
No, this is new. This is like just grabbed it. Sheets new.
Well,
Yeah,
if it's from Sheets, it's got to be good.
Obviously.
obviously not. No, like like I said, I fuck with this kind of idea of like let's take drinks you like and have grown up with and just make it alcohol.
But also, you could just do that yourself.
I have done that myself for a very long time. So I think it's fun that they're marketing something to me to try that like I already have a stance of I love. I love Arizona green tea with
Same
ginseng and honey. Like I love it so much and I'm very disappointed. I will just buy my own and I will make a better version of this. I'll try it on a couple podcasts with different stuff and we'll see what happens.
To be very clear, it's not a good mixer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a way to make this happen.
I think if you do, hold on, let me think. You could do that like
sweet tea vodka with it.
Sweet tea vodka would be good. You could do
I think
like a honey whiskey. Like you could do like a honey whiskey or like a Southern Comfort. I think that would be good.
Why not like a soju and see what happens?
You could. I think
Maybe like a lemon soju.
You could do that. Maybe do like some sake with it. Do like a sake bomb kind of thing. There's always something funky going on with malt liquor. Soba says, just cheat and add pineapple juice. Pineapple juice is like a cheat code for chasers.
Guys, I
Um,
figured out what that smell is. Hold on, I'm so sorry. It kind of smells like Guinness.
Weird.
Like that Guinness
weird.
bready. Like the way you
Like-
guys were talking about it being bready. It has like I don't drink obviously beers, but I love
Yeah.
smelling them when people allow me to. It's a weird thing for me because I can't have it. I'm just curious. And it doesn't have it as much anymore. Maybe it's like airing out. I don't know. But when I first popped it and there was like that funky, almost sour smell, I realized now it wasn't really sour as much as it is like that smell Guinness has.
Maybe they
That
just
kind of distinctive.
maybe they like over nitrogened it. Like whenever they were canning it, maybe like something happened where it just got over pressed or something. I don't know.
Maybe we'll find out if they change something.
We'll figure
Right
it out.
now,
I will say
I would love to hear from other people who have tried this.
Yeah.
If you're having the same experience or if it's my tongue, because I'm just not vibing this.
maybe we'll have to do we'll have to go through and try all the different like types of like maybe we'll try the Sunny D one. That'll be what we do on the podcast is we all
Yeah,
get
that
the
would kind of be fun.
the Sunny D plus hard liquor or whatever it is they have. I will say like with surf
Yeah.
sides and state sides, I do like those because it's basically like just seltzer plus vodka, which is good because I like that more than I like the malt liquor flavor, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but
They have other Arizona hards too. Maybe I'll try a different one and see if it's just this one that's weird. Anyway, sorry, we've got on this a long time. I didn't mean to. It was
It
not
doesn't
the
matter.
experience I was expecting.
Hey, it's okay.
Side note: apparently, Burnett's sweet tea vodka is stupid cheap.
Burnett's
Like-
sweet tea vodka. Okay.
Yeah, remember Burnett's? Good
Oh,
times.
I do. That was college. I remember being
Yeah,
poor.
you
in
can buy it
21.
on Luke's. You can buy Luke's Liquors a $7.50 of Burnett's sweet tea for $6.
Jesus Christ.
Which, like, I mean, fuck, like, I'm losing money not buying.
What a savings. But Allison, what
This
have you
episode brought to you by Luke's Liquors.
Allison, have you been playing any video games while you're moving, or have you been enraptured with unboxing and reboxing and hanging and
Have you
Yeah.
played that unboxing game? What is that game called?
Yes, I have actually. It's quite fun. I haven't finished it though. I need to.
I did
really
finish
good
that
game.
game back in the day.
Oh, I need
It was
to.
good.
Yeah, so I haven't really at all. I've literally just every free moment I have, I'm putting things away or figuring out how to organize things or moving things. So no, but for a couple minutes I grabbed a Disney Dreamlight and picked it up and started playing it again. So I guess that counts a bit. Although not a ton, so I can't speak to a lot of things. I think they did a big update recently, so I'm not going to speak to that. But just overall, like where I'm at in the game and its expansion so far, I'm finding there's a lot to do. I know I compared it last time to literally Animal Crossing, right? What I'm finding is it's definitely more expansive than Animal Crossing. Like you really are living on your island most of the time. And yeah, you're kind of going to go to these other places. But in this one, like, it feels like you have to go to, I don't know, as a completionist, in Animal Crossing, I could get everything I wanted done in a day that I was supposed to do. And I felt done. I think this one may be suffering from being too expansive, which probably isn't a bad thing. But I think it's a bad thing for somebody coming into the game late. Like if I would have played it from the start, I don't feel like I'd feel this way. I'd be excited for these expansions that are out there. But as soon as I got to this new place, which is like Jafar's area, if you will, in the game, they were talking about me unlocking another one of these. And I'm like, guys, I haven't even like explored this one. Give me a minute to like sort this out. Things like that. So in that sense, it almost feels a little overwhelming for a cozy game. And I think that's just because I'm coming in late. But I don't know.
For me, the Disney Dreamlight Valley feels like it has a lot of like mobile game things where there's a lot of like wait. It's like a lot of like do this thing and then wait. or like set this thing up and then wait. Um, and then you can like do things to like make the waiting happen less. I don't know. If I remember correctly, I haven't played this since it first came out, so I'm not sure if it was like that or if that's just my brain messing.
Maybe it was too, or I haven't really gotten to that. The only piece of that that I really experience is on farming.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
You have to wait on crops, but I expect that in every game. That does that. Some crops will take longer than other crops, and they're timed. Um, so in that sense, I haven't really got to things. It's like if you want to build somebody's house, it's immediate.
Mhm.
If you want to, so in I don't think there's that, or maybe they've patched it and it doesn't exist
Maybe
anymore,
it's just
or I
different.
haven't gotten there.
Okay. Maybe I
So.
could just be misremembering. It's been a while. Um, so, but okay, all right. Well, you're enjoying it though, at least.
I am like I was really having a good time in it, and now that it kind of gave me that anxious feeling this last time I played, and it could be just that I'm moving and I have a lot going on,
Could
right?
just
So I'm
be
easily
you're
triggered.
generally anxious.
Yeah, I'm probably just easily triggered. I was like, "Oh, you want me to do too much?" And really, these are digital, like these are pixels. These aren't actually Disney characters telling me that they're needing me to do this in a timely manner. I'm putting this pressure on myself. This is all in my head. But welcome to my crazy head.
It's okay. They're pixels, not
Um,
people. We'll put that on
I
a
totally
t-shirt.
understand what you mean, though. Like, they probably should have put in things that would, like, eventually, once you got to them, made those actions easier or more efficient, so that you could do the other things whilst not missing out on that stuff, that stuff that you had to do like more work on originally. If that makes sense.
yeah, yeah, and I think that's something that people who make these kinds of games don't think about is the catch up system for somebody who comes in late.
Mm,
Like, all the people who are waiting for this content
yes.
to release, they're getting that good experience where they got through the content they wanted to get and now, ooh, exciting new stuff. And for me, it's like, I have so much to do. What do I even
Oh my
do
god,
right
so many.
now?
Whenever it's like
Yeah.
it's you just see your list of tasks on the like right side of your screen. It's just like, oh my god, there's so many things I have to do.
Yeah, and it feels like it's like, oh, I should be doing this one, but nothing ever really told me that. So I moved on to these down here, and now I'm kind of stuck in the story in a weird way, and it's not explaining to me I need to go back and do that one quest that was actually critical, but there's nothing really pointing you at those things. So sometimes I've also find myself stuck, not understanding what I've missed because it was like a preceding quest that they assumed I did at the beginning of the game, but because I had so many options, I've skipped those and I haven't done them yet. So yeah, things like that from a player experience isn't great now that the game's been out for a while. But I'm going to continue playing it. It's like I said, I don't have my computer set up. I don't have anything except a Switch, so it's my kind of casual
Nice.
go-to right now. But yeah, there we go.
All right, very nice. Just quick shout out to Brad Rotz, my brother. We've been
Hey,
playing
Brad.
on Thursday. We've been playing Abiotic Factor, which
Ooh.
is it's like a crafting sim, but it's sort of like I talked about it last time where it's like you're kind of like in this big facility where there's like a bunch of like otherworldly like alternate dimension creatures and stuff like that. So it's like a crafting sim, but also there's like a goal that you're trying to like achieve. So it's not just build a base, survive. It's like build a base, but also you have to go solve this mystery. We've been having a lot of fun with that. If you want to tune in on Thursdays, we've been playing that instead of Call of Duty because Call of Duty is getting boring.
Well, it seems also just widely not cool right now.
Yeah, it's just
Like
it's
it seems like it's jumped the shark.
pretty much. I think so. Far more excited for the new Battlefield game that comes out soon.
Yeah, I played it, and this
I'm
is the
into it.
first Battlefield that I'm actually super excited for in
Yeah.
a long time.
Hashtag no pre-orders. Maybe pre-orders. Who knows?
Hashtag no. Why? Why? There
Sorry. Hashtag
you
no
gain.
pre-orders.
Oh, you gain skins. Okay.
But
No.
that's about it. No pre-orders.
Anyways,
but
you want to talk about this movie
hey, so this week or this
now
fortnight,
that it's 8:50?
hey, we got time. So it's listen, all these episodes go long. So this fortnight we watched the Pokemon movie, Detective Pikachu, as our last movie in our summer series, because school's back, baby. So our summer series is over of the GameView podcast after this
Wait, I think we're
episode.
going to do one more GameView podcast for the year.
Well, that'll be
For
we'll
Halloween.
do
For
we'll do the
Halloween, yeah.
Halloween one, but like that's a special. This is the season of GameView, so the season of GameView is over. And we'll go back to our regular one. So if you have any things you want to talk about in video games, let us know. Put them in the Discord. But we watched Detective Pikachu. Here is the synopsis or the plot according to IMDb. In a world where people collect Pokemon to do battle, a boy comes across an intelligent talking Pikachu who seeks to be a detective. That's it. That's what it says.
I was gonna say that. Are we done?
That's it. That's the whole thing. Allison, how'd you feel about this movie right off the get-go?
I love this movie. I mean, this for me is a video game adaptation done correctly in a movie format. This is so good. Chef's kiss. Love, love, love. I can't rave enough. I'm going to have so many positive things to say for once in this. So, yeah, that's my take. Quick take.
Chris, quick take.
So I think this is the third or fourth time I've seen this movie, and this is the first time that I've watched it with a more critical eye.
Okay.
It is as a Pokemon fan, it is a fun movie to watch because of seeing these creatures that you grew up with in a more realistic setting. Uh, from a movie perspective, because everyone knows that I am a intense movie critic. Uh, from as a movie, it has problems.
Okay. All right. I'm excited to hear what those are. This movie starts off with we meet our protagonist early, Justice Smith, who you may know from
As the wild sorcerer,
the wild magic
uh,
sorcerer in
the
in the
D&D
Dungeons
movie.
and Dragons movie. He was
So
in
good in that.
Jurassic World Dominion.
I haven't seen that.
I am just loving him as an actor.
Oh, he's great.
More and more.
I
Like,
loved him in the D&D movie.
yes, he was stellar in that.
He's been in so many things, and he's so good. I just love it. We've also got Ryan Reynolds as Detective Pikachu in this movie, the voice of Detective Pikachu. Catherine
Love Ryan
Newton
Reynolds.
as Lucy Stevens. Bill Nighy as Howard Clifford.
Not the science guy.
Not Bill Nye.
Not Bill Nye.
Bill Nighy. It's different. Ken
Yeah,
Watanabe
it's
as
different.
Lieutenant Hide Yoshida.
Love him.
Those are our main one. Then and there's some like extra like little Easter egg people in
Cool
there.
guys.
Yeah, like Rita Ora's in there at one point, and I was like, "Is that Rita Ora?" And it is. But yeah. So we meet Justice Smith, Tim Goodman. Apparently he lives with his grandma in like a town outside of this Rhyme City place, and then he goes to Rhyme City because he gets a message that his father has died. So he lives with his grandma. So his mother died a while ago, his father has died, and his dad was a detective, and his dad and his partner had died. But you're like, oh no, his partner, and then it turns out it's his partner Pokemon, which then shows up later as Detective Pikachu. And then he can understand Detective Pikachu because it has the voice of Ryan Reynolds, and plot happens.
But only he can.
But only he can. To everyone else, it sounds like regular Pikachu, which was the actual
Cute,
voice
adorable Pikachu.
Yeah, the voice actor who played Pikachu in all of the anime series
Which
was
is awesome.
Pikachu in this. So she was great, as always. Um, but yeah, I think and we go through the movie. I think that the plot for this movie, to me, I was watching it and I've seen it a couple times, right? The plot for this movie is beat for beat a film noir. Like this is like a 1950s film noir detective story, but Pokemon. Like it's
Mhm.
like
I would say a film noir meets a buddy cop. Like it was like a
oh,
French
okay.
kiss of them
Okay.
both.
Okay. Okay. I get it. Yeah, because you've got the thing. I was thinking because it has like the classic turns of a
It
film noir,
does.
which is where it's like, oh, you have the reluctant detective comes in to try and solve a mystery. They go and meet like with like this shady rich person who says, "Oh, I actually hired this person to do a thing." Um, most of it takes place at night. Like that was one of the big things of it. The majority of the movie, it's nighttime. There's only like the very end during the Pokemon parade, it's daytime. And then the very
Mhm.
beginning, everything else is nighttime. Did
And
you notice that?
through that like it's like it's that kind of story, but then you have like the whole unlikely companionship, have to rely on each other, buddy cop, I don't want to be here but I'm here with this guy kind of vibe throughout the whole thing too. And I thought it was smart they did it at night. If it was not to film noir, then loved that, that kind of vibe. But if it was just because it was easier to blend the animation with reality, I thought that was so smart.
I
I
mean,
was like,
that could
that's
be.
how you hide it well and do it justice, I think.
And you do it justice, Smith.
Now that you mentioned that, I'm realizing how many beats this shares with Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It
Um,
it really does.
like, I don't know if you were just watching me, but I was just like processing that
I could
right
see
then.
in your face, your brain, you were like, wait a minute. Because it's kind of the inverse, where like in this one, instead the cartoon is the detective and the boy is not the detective. You know? In Who Framed Roger
Well,
Rabbit, the man is the detective and the cartoon is a cartoon.
yeah,
But it's but yeah, in the very beginning of this, there's a lot of stuff where it really gives us like, hey, here's the world of Pokemon. Here's all the stuff they talk about. Like
yeah,
he wanted to be a trainer whenever he was growing up. We get a nice little Easter egg in the beginning when they're talking about trainers, where you have Red from the Pokemon games, is like the person who's fighting in the arena in the Pokemon trainer battle. I don't know if you
yeah.
caught that. And then how like and the classic like threw a Pokeball and then they were like, "Yeah, I got it," and then the Cubone bursts out of the Pokeball, which was pretty fun. Um, and then
I
yeah,
did like that. What's his name from? He was also in Deadpool.
Karan Sony,
Yeah,
who
that
plays
actor.
Jack. Yeah,
Yeah, was I don't know. I thought that like Katie and I at the beginning of the movie were both like, "Oh, it's him," but we were talking about different people.
yeah.
Because she was like, "Oh, it's the guy from it's the taxi guy from Deadpool," and I was like, "Oh, it's the wild magic sorcerer from D&D movie." Uh, yeah,
I do
but
think I do think it was funny how they referenced the in the very beginning, they did reference how sad Cubone is because it's like, oh
yes,
yeah, this Cubone's been out here crying all night. It's like, well, I'd cry too if I had to wear the skull of my dead relative on my body.
yeah.
Which is
I thought
crazy.
that the way that they used some of the Pokemon was kind of creative and fun.
Mhm.
Like especially like the Loudred being basically speakers and kind of beatboxing for like
Oh
dubstep.
yeah, during that
I
like
thought that was really
Pokemon
cool.
the Pokemon
Yeah,
battle scene.
yeah,
Um I will say they
um,
all of the animation for the Pokemon was done in a way that made it seem like they seemed real.
yeah.
And it I thought that was very well done.
The
Um,
only one I didn't like was Gengar.
this was scary. It was kind of like weird
Well,
looking.
he didn't.
He should
He didn't
be.
look like Gengar. Like he
True.
Yeah, that's true. But
Well, but it's
yeah,
hard to
like
be like it's. I can understand the dilemma there because it's like, how do I make this thing look realistic?
well, and like, but like they showed like pictures of like the Gengar that you know at some point,
Yeah.
I think in the movie, and then it's like, oh, there's Gengar, and then they like the Gengar that they have fighting Charizard, not Charizard, Blastoise, in the arena is not the same.
yeah, I definitely think that.
Like that was a miss for me, which was a bummer because I love Gengar.
Yeah, it's kind of like they were definitely, I think, reaching to blend things a bit there. And
And like the humanish or like almost like pig skin of the Loudred was kind of almost
Upsetting.
off-putting.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think they were trying to make Gengar look like more like spectral, like ghosty, and less
And like
plushy because this
and
is a more
scary.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a more realistic world, and you got to think of what Gengar really is supposed to be. They're just reimagining him as like a shadow beast, truly, rather
But
than.
also he's my little buddy, so
I mean, he's a little creepy buddy. You got to admit
he's my
that.
little
I
he's
mean,
also just the ghost of a Clefairy, so
exactly. So you got to admit he should like be kind of like smoky,
listen.
shadowy, creepy, ghosty.
The only question I have is, do you think those are veneers or are those his real teeth? Because they're just way too white and straight, you know.
for
He
Gengar,
probably stole them off of
I can
people. What does that
guarantee you that
qualify
they're
as?
not real teeth.
Yeah.
They're spectral.
So with in reference to the design of the Pokemon, whenever they were doing the designs for the Pokemon company, number one, hired an artist who was already famous on the internet for making realistic digital versions of Pokemon. But they hired him for his designs. Um, However, they had the one stipulation they had is that in general they could none of the Pokemon they had to be baseline cute. Like that was like it was like every Pokemon has to be cute.
Gengar was not cute.
Right. But that's like trying to make it like realistic but also cute but also Gengar. I can understand being in a situation where you're like this is impossible.
And like yeah, he like they didn't really focus on him on screen at all ever.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm focusing way too hard on this Gengar, and I get that.
I get it. We all have our favorite Pokemon, and it's very deep and personal.
Yeah, and all
that's
of mine
what I
were
love
in
about
this.
Pokemon.
Mine is like fucking Cloyster. Because we had Snorlax blocking the traffic, we had Blastoise being awesome, we had Squirtle, saving the day. Wish it was the Squirtle Squad. That's fine,
but that's a different area. This technically this takes place like in the future because in the beginning they throw you a bunch.
They reference Mewtwo 20 years before, which is Pokemon 2000.
Yes. So basically, what they say is that they throw you a bunch of red herrings. Like they say, like, oh, we found ancient Mew bones. Like there's a news article that's like, oh, they found remains of Mew, an ancient like thing, and so you're like, oh, and that's what you think the whole time is that's like, oh, so they reconstituted Mewtwo from the Mew DNA, which is Pokemon the movie 2000. And then it turns out, oh no, they just found it and captured Mewtwo, and then so it is intrinsically the same Mewtwo that discovered that humanity has its good sides to it from Pokemon the movie 2000.
And then he forgot, but then he remembered again.
Then he forgot, but then he remembered again. Well, I guess he remembered the whole time because that's the whole impetus of the plot. Spoilers, because the whole movie you think, oh, he's the one who murdered Tim Goodman's father, Harry Goodman, the detective.
Yeah. But also,
yeah.
But like the whole thing is like in the recording you hear him say that humanity is bad or whatever, but after that he says, "But you reminded me that they are good" or something like that.
True.
I don't know. there was a lot of plot holes for me. For example, he didn't remember what his dad sounds like.
Well,
that's a little weird.
I filled in the blanks in that in a way where I'm just like, it's a Pikachu talking. So I think he's having an existential crisis enough as it is. And he also hasn't really talked to his father since he was a kid. So maybe
Yeah.
I could see
Um,
Al.
How did
I'm
they keep
not.
those how did they keep not tortugas, the big turtles.
Yeah, the big turtles.
How did they keep them hidden? They were fucking mountains. How was that a fucking
Secret.
how was that a secret?
Torterra. Soba says Torterra.
Torterra, thank you. Thank you, Torterra.
Yeah, I think. Sorry, on the voice thing, it's like I think that like he's trying to. He's going through a lot, right? Like he has a detachment from his dad. I think they have like a strained relationship, and
Sure.
it's a Pikachu. So, like, who knows? He could have like trauma blocked his dad's voice for
Yeah,
all we know in
that's
that
really what I
moment.
think it is. Because it's also like, number one, not only is it like it's like, oh my god, I can understand this Pikachu, but it's also like he's having an existential crisis as it's happening. So I can understand it being your father's voice being the secondary thing, but also Chris, it's a fucking movie. Just leave it alone. Who cares?
I like my movies to make sense, Dan.
I don't.
Unless they're fucking
I
double
think that
dragons.
makes sense. I think that makes sense.
I was
think
holding this
trauma
movie to a
blocking-
higher standard.
I think trauma blocking is a real thing, and I think I think that made sense for me.
Can I just get mine out of the way real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why did the Bulbasaur not say their fucking name? About the halfway point of the movie, they were just like, we forgot the rules of Pokemon.
Well-
Roughly when they went to the facility, they just threw things making sense in the world of Pokemon out the window, or just any rules in the world making sense out the window.
Now you do
For
have
me, at least.
you do have to remember though that the Pokemon saying their name, that was the first. Hannah was watching this with me, and she actually asked. She was like, "So wait, is the thing that the Pokemon say their name and that's how they communicate?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's basically it." They also make other sounds because in the games, which came first, not the anime. In the anime, they say their name. In the game, they have like a sound that they make, like that.
Like that.
So that was just an anime thing.
I mean,
So-
I just assumed that was more of a video game thing of them not wanting, like it was a Game Boy, so they couldn't actually make them say their names.
Well, but also you have to think like if they're trying to make it realistic, the fact they would like we don't just say like we make noises. The fact that they like giraffes don't go giraffe. Giraffes make
But like in the movie, like Pikachu did, and like Squirtle did.
yeah.
So like, choose.
But can't they do
Choose
both?
one or the other.
Why can't they do both?
Yeah, why can't they
Because
do both?
it doesn't-
Chris?
Why can't
Because it
why
doesn't
can't
make
I
sense
look
to
at you?
me. I
Why
want it to
can't I
make
look
sense.
at you and go, Chris, what are you doing? Or if I feel like it, I could just go, those are both the same thing. I could do both.
So what number Pokemon are you?
It's-
But it's
I
not
have
like-
a
Like, what I'm
Voxel
saying is like
box.
these are canon Pokemon things.
No, they're
And
not.
I-
But that's the thing is no, they're not because it's like you can't say it's a canon thing because it's different from the games and it's different from the anime, and then Mewtwo talks in people's heads.
Well, that's different because he's Mewtwo.
and
And Ditto says Ditto. like I just wanted it to make sense. I wanted it to be the same across. Like if you're gonna have them say their names, have them all say their names. If you're gonna have them all make sounds, have them all make sounds. Like don't do both. It doesn't make sense for them to do both in my head.
Okay, I respectfully disagree. I think that it works fine with both.
It doesn't
things.
feel respectful.
It's good. I do think I'll point out one of my least favorite things about it. there was something that I didn't
Why
like.
weren't there guards at the facility?
More so, I mean, well, I think at the point that they went to the facility, it was already like exploded. So I don't think they had.
Yes, but like if they all still had things there that they were experimenting on, they just fucking left. Like,
I think
and they had cameras there. And they cared enough to monitor those cameras, but they didn't have people there to monitor, like to deal with it. Like, I don't know. Anyways,
now here's my belief. Now again, remember, I'm watching this as a film noir. As about 20 minutes in, I go, "Oh, this is a film noir," and I start watching it through a different lens. The whole impetus of the evil plot by Bill Nye, which like Bill Nye is there, it's like he's got to be the bad guy, right? It can't just be this random Roger guy. But the whole impetus of the plot is that he put Tim onto the idea that his son is the bad guy. So at that point, he wants Tim to find all that stuff. And that's why the cameras were active. And that's why there were no guards there. Because he wants Tim to go and see, oh, this is where the purple stuff is from. It has R on it. And my son's name is Roger. And then, so in his evil person brain, that's it. He just wants him to find nothing aside from the fact that everything he told him is true and that the R stands for Roger and his son is a bad guy. And then he made his Ditto turn into his son and convince him that he was being nefarious by wearing sunglasses.
well, that's smarter than I gave credit for. And I will admit, on that point, I didn't think about that. But they should still either fucking say their names or not.
I would. Okay, I've thought about it, and before we move on, I'm just gonna say in the Pokemon animes, there are characters who are Pokemon who roar, and if you
That's
have no
true.
problem
Like
with that,
Charizard doesn't say Charizard.
Gyarados, he doesn't go Charizard, he goes roar.
But he should, right?
Well, then you need to fight the anime too. What's
Like,
your
why did
reference
he
point?
forget? I think it was more that particular Charizard was an asshole.
No, they all though, like Gyarados did the same thing. They all go.
I feel like almost all the dragon types did that.
Yeah. Oh, they did.
Oh.
And then I guess Staryu also was just like, yeah.
Yeah. See? They just make noises because voice boxes have that capability. Okay, I'm going to end my point there.
No,
but also why Staryu doesn't have a voice box?
Yeah. It's just yeah. Oh, Soba says, reminded us all, Charizard is fire flying, not dragon.
Oh, I do that every time. Can we just make Charizard dragon for my
Also,
brain?
I always felt bad both times that Gyarados showed up in that movie. Felt bad that he was not in water.
He did. Yeah. He didn't.
That poor buddy. He just is just chilling on land. That's not where he belongs.
That was also a callback to the anime because whenever in the anime, whenever James kicks the Magikarp and it turns into Gyarados, which is why he's like, you just have to kick it and then it'll turn into a Gyarados.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of like little Easter eggs that pointed out to things, and I think it's like it was really cool to think, yeah, this is the same Pokemon world, just 20 years in the future. So everything that's in there is like yeah, all of this stuff happened. Like Ash Ketchum was a thing, but that was also in Kanto. Rhyme City is in like a whole different area. So everything is in a different place. How do we feel about, so we've talked a lot about the Pokemon actors in the movie. Let's talk about the human actors in the movie. How did you guys feel about Catherine Newton's character, the Lucy Stevens, the reporter? I want to start with Allison. I want to get Allison's thoughts first.
Okay.
Chris, I love you, but
no, you don't. It's
yeah, I thought she was fine. She was just kind of. I think I felt like her character either needed to be used more or kind of felt
or
like
less.
what's the point? Yeah, or just
Yeah.
like less. It was really an awkward use of her character was the biggest problem. It wasn't like I hated the character. It wasn't like I didn't like the actress. It was more that it felt like forced almost. I guess is the best way
Yes.
to put
Yeah.
it.
It's almost like like instead of a plucky sidekick or a femme fatale, they put Lucy Stevens, the reporter, in it, but she's not even a whole reporter, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was just kind of awkward. It's like what they tried to do in the Superman movie, sort of,
The
but
new
like
one, I haven't
poor.
seen it.
You haven't seen the
Well,
new Superman movie yet? Oh my god.
No,
or
should I?
any of them. Like you have
Great.
you have a Lois Lane character, right? It was
Yeah.
like they were trying to do a Lois Lane, not even just the new movie, but any of them.
Any Lois Lane.
Any Lois Lane. So it was Lois Lane, but like less than. So sorry, Lucy. It was just really awkward and pointless for me. But that yeah, I don't know. I didn't get her role.
Chris?
So was the point that you realized that this was a film noir when she was talking?
No. The point that I
Oh, it was before
realized
that or after that?
no, it was before that. It was like when it really was whenever they were walking down the street. Honestly, one of my favorite lines whenever they're like walking down the street and you see the big black SUV come up
Mm.
and Pikachu goes, "That's a bad guy car." And I was like, "Oh
I feel like
yeah.
that was after they introduced that the what's her name's character.
Yeah, it was. It was after that. But that's
Because thinking about it now, I'm just like, oh, because they introduce her very much like a film noir kind of character.
yeah.
Like with her like in the background um and like I don't know if it was her overacting or if that was what they wanted.
Mhm. I think that her Psyduck was great. And I
I
think
liked her side up.
her Psyduck was great.
Psyduck was better than her.
Yes, agreed.
I
which is
agree.
which is
Oh,
awful.
that's so sad.
Right?
More,
Like,
I think a
I don't
more
think it's
important
her
to the
fault.
It's not. It's not. It's more so that they just like kind of said it's like, well, we need a love interest slash like partner character that's not animated or not
Yeah.
CGI.
And I do think they asked her probably to yuck it up, if you will.
yeah, I mean, because like that was pretty
Yeah.
on the nose.
So I think it was probably the direction and like the character as it was written that was the problem, not her. I don't want to like shit on her because I don't.
Oh,
Based
no.
on
Right.
this, I don't think she's a bad actress.
No,
But yes,
Catherine
the best
Newton is
part.
great.
The best part of her being on the screen is the Psyduck got to have a panic-induced explosion. That was my
I
favorite
do.
part of their moments, and yeah,
I think I do like that that's like canon within the world where it's like if you have a Psyduck, it's like it cannot get stressed out or it will
yes,
blow
that
up.
was great. Mhm.
Can you imagine being like, oh yeah, my Pokemon's a Psyduck, and then you just like have this anxiety-ridden thing that you just have to take care of all the
Yeah,
time.
guys, I would love you to
Yeah.
meet my dog Mojo.
I was gonna say, have you met my dog Sebastian? Because he's the same.
Yeah,
But like you also take it everywhere with you.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
have to listen to like soothing music to fucking Enya all the goddamn time.
Well, okay, I don't have to listen to Enya, but I do have a bag for my dog, and I do take him into places I shouldn't, and I threaten them to chest me.
That sucks.
I can't do anything with him. He's going to implode. So,
He's
guys,
going
he's
to
with
have
me.
I
yeah.
did feel like I noticed at the end when they were showing like all the people and their companion Pokemons. I feel like they ran out of money choosing different Pokemon because it was just like the same Pokemon over and over. I don't know
There
if you
were a
noticed
lot.
that.
There were a lot.
There was like, damn, there was a lot of Charmanders.
It probably was like they had to have picked like these are the ones that are in the zeitgeist or like these are the ones that
And then also they picked like the one that's a fucking lay or like the one that's a jellyfish but also a mushroom.
yes.
And like they were like, we got to get some of these weird ones in there.
Yeah, I do feel like there would be a lot of Charmanders. Like, let's say the Pokemon World would.
I was led to believe that there's only one.
But like I just feel like there's some Pokemon that they'd repeat a lot. Let's get real. They have if you poll, people love them more, so they pick that as their first Pokemon, right?
Sure.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that makes sense to me. Especially because it's like in this world where it's like you turn 13, you get a Pokemon. Like that or
So
11? 11?
10. 10.
10. Okay.
So the TV show we didn't like turn off right after we watched the movie. We watched it on Amazon.
Yeah.
And
Oh, right. And then
the
it said, "Oh,
TV
hey."
show immediately started, and they were like, "Oh, I turned 10. I'm ready to go out into the world." And it's like, damn, they just let 10-year-olds wander the world. That's
With-
I
wild.
didn't question it as a child, but as
I
an
didn't
adult,
either.
yeah.
It seemed normal.
I was like, sweet, I'm also turning of age to go on my adventure, Mom.
I can
Bye.
go find Pokemon now, and yeah,
That's it. You got to go be a Pokemon trainer. Just wander
Just-
the
gotta go be the
wilderness.
very best, like no one ever was.
Yeah, just kidding. I did that as an adult when Pokemon Go came out. That was when I finally got to experience that. So
Right. I did love when Ryan Reynolds was as Pikachu was singing the Pokemon theme song,
That was
sobbing.
fun.
That was very cute.
yes.
It
Oh,
was
that
like,
little
"I
emotional
am no
scene.
one ever was.
Yeah.
I do think that Ryan Reynolds, even though it was just Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, but also Pikachu.
I love Ryan Reynolds being Ryan
He's great.
Reynolds.
Yeah, he's great. There was a lot of stuff like his delivery was really good, and it's just funny to me. It's funny to think about it. It's like there's just Justice Smith talking to a Pikachu, and nobody can know they can't hear Ryan Reynolds, so they just hear like the Pika 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 Pika.
Oh yes.
And
Yeah,
like him,
he just looks wildly crazy.
yeah. That makes it a lot funnier. The there was something I was gonna say that I can't remember.
Well,
But
while you're thinking, I love the Snorlax sleeping in the road. Can I just mention
Yes.
yes,
that?
Yeah. So there was little details like that, which I did
Yes.
love, like the Snorlax sleeping in the road, like the fact that they kept the when Ditto makes a copy, they have the eyes.
oh, that's why, and that's why they had to wear the
Mhm.
sunglasses whenever it was.
Yes. So
Mhm.
I love that little detail.
Mhm. The Lickitung just like licking
That was fun.
Tim, like
That was very
stuff
gross.
like that. It's like that's what would happen in the world. I was sure of it. Thank you for showing it to me. And Mr. Mime in
A less
interrogation
savory
scene.
industry that Lickitungs are used for, I'm sure, in that world.
You're so not wrong. The Mr. Mime interrogation scene. I
That
don't know
was
if
fun.
anyone planned
Yeah.
to mention that, but
So
that's like
good.
one
I
of
was
my
actually thinking
favorite
about that.
scenes.
Yeah.
It's like exactly what Pokemon is to me, just kind of wrapped up in one scene. And that's why like I feel like this movie did so well for me, is it was just like completely absurd. And just like weird humor. Like I don't know, it was so good. It was so good.
Did you notice one other small detail that I really loved? The movie that they were that was on when
Yeah.
they got to Harry was I believe Angels with Filthy Souls.
Yeah, from Home Alone, because it
Yeah.
was because it's a legendary production, which means that they could use that because they also produced Home Alone. So
So-
they're like,
I read up
that's-
about that. They had put that in there as a joke
yeah,
because they didn't know what to put in there, and then they were just like, "No, we should just leave it like this." And
yeah,
they
just leave it in. Perfect.
Yeah, amazing.
The Mr. Mime scene is great. Allison, you didn't hear it earlier, but because you weren't here, but I said the names you were. I gave everybody Pokemon with jobs, and
Oh, nice.
I'm Dan, a postal worker, Lickitung. Chris is an Alakazam ice cream man because of the skins.
Perfect. Yes.
And you were a Mr. Mime who's a mime. So
Oh, perfect. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
See?
You're welcome.
It was my destiny.
Did you notice that the Mr. Mime did the the thing from
Light screen or whatever. The sorry. Go
no
ahead. What?
no from the what's the movie? Oh shoot.
Akira?
No. it's that
Because when he was on the bike, he
the
kind of
like
proved
one of
that,
the Sharon Stone interrogation scene from the movie. Oh no.
Cruel Intentions?
No,
No.
not Cruel Intentions. That's
No.
that's a
Sorry.
different. That's a
It's
different
like
Basic
one.
no,
Instinct?
nope, we don't know. Nope, it's
Sharon
not going to come to our
Stone.
brain.
Hold on. Basic Instinct. She does
Basic
like.
Instinct.
I
It
just
was
said
a 2-word thing.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't
I
hear it.
didn't
I
hear
didn't hear
you.
it. You were talking over each other. But yeah, in Basic Instinct, when he does like the he like moves his legs and like adjusts his positioning, and it's like if you weren't an adult who didn't know that was like what that's from,
I missed that
where he's like,
actually. I didn't remember that.
It was
um,
fun seeing like moves that you know, like seeing the Pokemon do the moves that you know.
yeah, I did like
Um,
that was
so I think it was like for Mr. Mime, I think Light Screen
fun.
is basically like the equivalent of making the actual screen or
Make it like a box, an invisible box.
yeah. And like with Pikachu, they kind of called it out like with Jolt Tackle
Yeah,
and
Volt
Thunderbolt
Tackle.
and stuff. Volt
Be-
Tackle, thank you.
yeah, because that could like it does a bunch of damage to you, so it could potentially knock you out.
Yeah, which is it's basically like electric takedown.
Electric take. That would be a really
Yeah.
good name for a band.
And the Pikachu Charizard like cage match moment was like how it would
Oh yeah, I
really
mean,
be, you know,
well, yeah,
not
and
like
also
how it
like they
was.
kind of that's a reference to the anime, right? Like they do
Yes,
yeah.
they have that, and like, and Pikachu doesn't do that poorly,
Well,
and
yeah, but
so
like that's like he doesn't know remember. Well, because I think the first time they do it, it's like it's they say like oh he used Thunderbolt and it crushed Charizard, and that's I think what
right,
happened in the show.
yes,
Uh,
yes,
but
it
then
is.
he doesn't remember how to do things.
Right, so it's like more realistic that it's just like a plucky Pikachu going against a giant third of evolution Pokemon. Like that's
Also,
more real.
basically a dragon.
Yeah.
Right. But not for some reason. Pokemon Company, I'm writing you another angry letter about that. I know this is my 187th, but I think it's so important. So yeah, like I thought that was really good that they kind of nodded to that moment and kind of how ridiculous it is in reality, and that it was almost legendary that it had happened, right? So
Also, I was a little sad that Blastoise lost to Gengar.
Yeah, that was sad. But you got to think, with
Last one out for my homie.
blast one, blast one. The so let's kind of get into how similar to the video, like how this compares to the video game. Now, has anyone played the Detective Pikachu video game at
I have
all?
not.
Okay.
I did, but like it was so long ago.
So it is like in the video game you control Tim Goodman as he works with Detective Pikachu, who we can understand. It is very much the plot of the movie where Tim Goodman is the main character and there's a talking Pikachu that he can understand, and
Right.
they solve mysteries together.
Right. And they're both like that noir vibe.
Yes.
I remember.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, Sherlock Holmes style, I guess.
Yeah.
Film noir. I don't know. Porque no los dos.
Yeah. Porque no las dos. But yeah, and it's a lot of like looking for clues, doing the research. It's more of an RPG. It's not like a, traditional Pokemon game as one would expect. So, and in the game, people had because there is like Harry Goodman has disappeared, and in the game, everyone was like, I bet Harry Goodman is inside that Pikachu somehow. And that's why Tim Goodman can understand him. And this was kind of the movie saying, yeah, you guys are pretty much right.
Right.
So, but yeah, so apparently, from all intents and purposes, it's pretty much the same thing, solving
Yeah, yeah.
mysteries with the
I
Pikachu.
I remember that game felt like very linear and kind of
Mhm.
like tight, and this movie felt grander and like the world felt bigger. Um, for sure. Those were some differences I definitely remember, but like I said, it was so long ago, I can't remember too much about
Mhm.
it. But mm,
Would
For me, I felt like the first half was like super tight and good, and then the second half just like kind of went off the rails a little bit.
When I think that's, to me, you're right. I agree with you, because it happens a lot in movies because it's only an hour and a half long. This movie was only 99 minutes long, so it's not the
Oh, it felt
longest
longer
movie.
than that.
It did.
Huh.
Because not in a bad way. Like, it felt like it matched, like the plot matched the length, and that was good. A lot of times, like with Dungeon Siege and The Name of the King, it feels like they spent way too, like, it didn't need to be 2 hours long. They could have done it in an hour and a half. In this one, I think they did everything the way that they should have, and it fit that hour and a half mark pretty good. Um, but it is like, once in the beginning, you have all sorts of mysteries. Like, there's all these things you don't know, and there's like a lot of stuff, and you think it's like, oh, action, adventure, things happening. But once you start to figure out stuff, then it's like, oh, then it's like things start to slow down, because then you have to get into the, like, oh, what's the turn that the villain's gonna do? Like, once you figure out the plot, where, like, once they figure out what the nefarious plan is, which is to, I guess, turn all of the people into Pokemon. Uh, which is like like, that's how you know, like, the bad guy is like nut. Like, it's like, whenever it's like, my plan is to make everybody Pokemon because I've always wanted to be a Pokemon, so everyone's gonna be a Pokemon. It's like, okay, buddy, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I mean,
definitely
no,
like
but like, is he wrong?
I definitely feel like so for me overall, like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. I
Mhm.
thought it was a really good adaptation, and that this is the way to do it right, have it be fun.
Mhm.
I walked out of this movie and I enjoyed it. Did I think it was a cinema masterpiece? No. But I had so much fun that I was okay with it. Do I think that it's formulaic? Yes. Like, okay, there's daddy issues. There's your expositional sidekick character, right? Surprise villain. And then the second half is like really into all these like surprise reveals, actions, and we lose a lot of that mystery and emotional buildup that you felt in the first half. So yes, I do agree with that. But overall, I still like I had fun. I
Yeah.
just enjoyed the film.
I do think the difference, that is one of the things where it was like, it was fun. Like, it was a movie. It's like, I could watch this and be okay with it. I wasn't sad about the time I spent watching the movie, if that makes any sense. Like, with In the Name
No.
of the King and Dungeon Siege Tale.
Yeah,
I
absolutely
was
not.
mad that I had to
wasn't.
spend.
No, I was not mad about watching this movie for sure.
Yeah.
And like, I'm being nitpicky about it,
Mhm.
and
We're supposed to. We're talking about it in a
Well,
critique way. I get that.
Well, and like, I'm being more nitpicky about this particular movie than I have been about other movies, I think.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
also, I think it's just it doesn't have the flaws, like the straight up just like
Yeah.
I didn't have to search for the good parts. I
Yeah.
just searched for the
Yeah.
good parts of this movie.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Instead, usually it's like 75% bad, 25% good. And this one, it was 75% good, 25% bad. So
Exactly.
you have
Yeah.
to like really look for it.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So let's get into the money stuff. Okay. So Detective Pikachu came out in 2019. Pokemon Detective Pikachu. This very well could have been one of the last movies that you saw before the world shut down and you had to stay inside.
It may have been. Yeah.
All right, 2019. Top 3 movies: Avengers Endgame, The Lion King re-release, Frozen 2, Pokemon Detective Pikachu came out.
Was fourth?
No,
Oh, sorry.
Detective Pikachu was 18th on the list in
Oh my
2019.
gosh.
So
What?
pretty good. Pretty good.
What?
It was beat out by Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. It
Oh, they
chapter
came out the same year.
Yeah.
Was that the first one, or did they do a second one?
Maleficent was the that
I
I
thought
don't
In my
it was
head,
just
the original
Maleficent.
Okay, so the original Maleficent came out in 2014.
Right. Okay, so this was the
Okay.
second one.
Okay,
that
so this
came
is
out.
the second.
I didn't watch that. I didn't even realize that came out
I
that
haven't
year.
seen either one of those.
I haven't either. Also, apparently, Elle Fanning's Aurora, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've seen the
Love that.
first one.
It
was
chapter
good.
2, it chapter 2 beat it. And then
Oh, that's fair.
and then a movie
I
called
haven't seen either of
My
those.
People, My Country, which is an anthology film consisting of 7 short stories by several different directors, which are based on 7 moments since the founding of the People's Republic of China. So,
That
Oh,
beat
okay.
it.
So,
Interesting. Okay.
well, yeah, China.
Sure. Yeah, but
no, I'm talking, Chris. I'm talking domestic box office.
Oh, that was
So,
in the U.S. They were like, "Yeah, we want to
oh
watch
no, I'm
that."
sorry. No, I'm not. That's not. Hold on. Let me read.
Because I'd be
okay.
I'm
surprised.
reshuffling it by
Yeah.
domestic box office. Here we go. All right, that's worldwide box office. So yes,
Okay,
they're
that makes
trying
sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense
that
now.
makes more sense.
Okay.
Great
And
Wall, best movie in the year.
and Pokemon Detective Pikachu beat Alita Battle Angel.
That came out the same year. I did
that
not realize
yeah
that was that new.
came out. The Secret Life of Pets 2.
I've heard those
Um,
are actually really good.
yeah, those they are pretty funny. I will say they're very funny movies. And Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Godzilla is King of the Monsters.
So
Godzilla,
sorry, what did you say it landed at? What number?
18th.
Yeah, on
18th
domestic,
Still?
worldwide.
and that's correct with domestic.
That's worldwide box office. Domestic.
What's
Let's see what domestically it did. I have to control F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19th domestically.
Oh,
that's
worst.
crazy.
And
Oh my gosh.
domestically
Blows my
it was
mind.
beaten by How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, 1917,
Sure.
and The Secret Life of Pets 2.
Sure.
And it beat Shazam, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Ford v Ferrari.
It beat Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
That's a
but
different type of movie.
not.
it's a
I
very
know, but I'm
Also,
I'm like mentally
First
thinking it
Ferrari
through.
is a very good movie.
Ford v Ferrari is a very good movie. I did like that one a lot.
Okay, that's very interesting to me. Thank you.
But yeah.
I think at the time though, it was the highest live action Nintendo movie.
Yeah, the video, as far as like a video game movie, it was probably one of the highest grossing.
Yeah.
At that time, I think it definitely was.
Yes. Budget estimated at $150 million. In US it made 144. Opening weekend was a $54 million. And worldwide gross was 450. So a success, definitely. I think they are still talking about making a second one. So I think there will be another Detective Pikachu movie. Fun fact, do you know how much screen time Ryan Reynolds had in this movie?
Less than a minute?
More than a
2
minute.
minutes and 13 seconds.
It was 1 minute and 34 seconds.
Dang it.
But his voice had a lot more.
His voice had a lot, but he only had 1 minute and 34 seconds of screen time.
Well, right,
So-
because it's like right at the end, and then I guess the scenes where he's like in his moody
Jacket stuff.
his
It's like that
moody
definitely
jacket
wasn't.
or
It's like that definitely wasn't him.
sweatshirt.
That was a stunt.
Yeah,
actor
there were certain parts where like, that's not Ryan Reynolds.
We need a
can
reshoot,
tell
but
by how
Ryan
it is.
isn't available. Let's
Yeah.
just go ahead and
Give us-
give Fred.
Give us the Ryan. cut.
I honestly think that on the second half of the movie they had rewrites and reshoots.
You think so?
I think
I like the first half of the movie and the second half of the movie are so different.
I think they were really like they were building, they were feeling good about it, and then they went, "Shit, guys, we gotta wrap this up." I think it was one
the
of
wrap-up.
those.
Yeah.
I think a lot of movies suffer from that, where it's like everything's going really good, everything feels great, they're doing a good job, and then somebody's like, "Hey, guys, time's ticking. Why are you taking so long? My money needs money that I've given you.
My
to
money needs
back." Yeah, it does. My money needs money to money back. So why are you taking so long?
to lose money, make money. Fuck.
So I think they were probably pressured to just speed up, and that's my guess, just based on like Hollywood in general. But
I think so too, because it didn't seem disjointed. It was just, we have to wrap this up, and they didn't. And
it was just rushed.
and the way they did it was like, we only have 30 minutes to. It was kind of like they had an hour of really good stuff, and then the
It's like
last
the first
30
Dark Souls.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like it's really good in the beginning. Then once you get to the end, it's just a grind. All right.
Yeah.
So let's get to everybody's favorite part. Whoops. Hold on. Can't see the. Damn it! Hold on. Okay, here we go. Boop. All right, everybody's favorite. We gotta rank this movie. So let's start with Allison. Allison, you have your list here of Silent Hill, Warcraft, Werewolves Within, Mortal Kombat 1995, Super Mario Bros., Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. Is last on your list. Oh, you didn't tell us where it does In the Name of the King a Dungeon Siege Tale fit on your list.
Oh yeah, let's pop that last. That's
we
real
go.
hard to figure out.
Perfect.
Sorry, I
All right.
didn't mention it.
It's not last on ours.
It's not. Blood Rain is still the worst one.
You're right. I need to get Blood Rain on there. Sorry guys, I'll get on that. But for now, it's the last. I'm going to put it. This is difficult actually.
I know. That's where I'm struggling with this one.
I'm also struggling.
I think I'm going to put it above Silent Hill.
Wow.
You want to put it first on your list?
I think it's going to be first on my list.
Someone needs to see Rampage.
Because here's the thing, like, I fucking love Silent Hill, but I don't think it's necessarily as good overall as this movie. I think this movie really was good, although predictable. So was Silent Hill because I knew the story, so I can't really judge it there. And then, like, just generally speaking, I do feel like the second half of the movie was rushed, but I can't find a ton of flaw in this movie, and I think I've got to put it first.
All right. So let's insert one. Whoops, I did that wrong.
Why are you so mad at this?
I don't know. I don't use it ever. Listen,
that's incredible.
I have people in the company who do this stuff.
Wow.
And then send it out to me.
Like, generally speaking, like, this movie, it was just fun.
It is fun.
So much fun in it that it's just like, yeah, it's overwhelming my choice right now, I think, to first, but it was just so fun.
All right. Chris, where are you going to put it?
So I've moved my list to the top 3. So I have Rampage, Werewolves Within, and Warcraft as my top 3. This movie is 100% definitely better than Prince of Persia.
Okay. Gotcha.
Or Mortal Kombat 19. Like, it's better than everything below that, for sure. And that's no doubt in my mind. It has, I think, the same issues that Warcraft has.
Okay. Gotcha.
In that, like, it's a... There are good parts of the movie, but, like, it's not... There's issues with the story, but also it does a good job of, like going back to its source material. I thought this was when we said we were going to watch this, I thought it was going to be Rampage. I might need to go watch Rampage again. I do think Werewolves Within was a more solid movie. I think on our list, Werewolves Within is the most solid movie.
Okay.
Did Rampage give you a Pokemon card when you saw it in theaters?
No,
but Detective Pikachu did.
Wait, it did?
I
yeah,
didn't
it
get
did.
That. I got one from Pokemon 2000, but not that one.
Yeah,
I got this one. You got a Detective Pikachu card.
I'll
have to dig it out.
I have like, I think all of the ones from Pokemon 2000.
I wish I had mine still. It was lost in my mom losing the house, so whatever.
Oh, that's sorry. That's not sucking. That sucks. I'm sorry.
No, I lost all my cool gaming stuff in that,
I'm
and it's
sorry. That's not cool.
No, it's fine. I've settled that past, but yeah, no, it just sucks.
All right, do it.
Dan, you go first.
Quick, like a band-aid. I'm gonna say, because so I like this movie a lot. I liked watching it. It didn't tear me up that it was only an hour and a half. Prince of Persia: Sandies of Time was very exciting. And here's kind of the thing. I feel like I'm going to put this above Silent Hill, but I'm going to put it under Prince of Persia.
Interesting.
Only because there's one action scene in it. I'm very action scene heavy. There's one scene that's like actiony in it. That's an actual Pokemon battle. That was pretty cool. A lot of the other stuff was a lot of very, very detective movie sort of stuff where it's like running away from things or being in bad situations and stuff like that.
Dan, I
That's-
just want to let you know that in Street Fighter there were 0 Pokemon battles.
That's true, but I unapologetically love Street Fighter.
I think
These lists are not the this is a better movie. It is, did I enjoy watching this movie?
except maybe for Blood Rain and In the Name of the King. Those
Those
are bad
movies are
movies,
bad
and
movies.
they belong on the bottom of everyone's list.
Also,
let's just
Double Dragon,
keep it
not a
clear.
good movie. Doom, not a good movie.
Doom,
But no, that's an interesting.
Doom is a bad movie, Dan.
it is a bad movie, but I kind of
It's
enjoy
higher than yours, Chris, and that's subjective. And now that Dan has pointed out that he likes action scenes and action movies, and
It's true.
that's interesting as to why like your list is the way it is, and it makes so much more sense to me. So thank you. That's an interesting take.
Yes, this is the list of how much Dan likes to watch this movie. Which is why
Which
Rampage
it should
is at the top.
be.
I need to watch. I think, Dan, I think for perspective, I think every year we need to watch our top 3 again.
We need
Just
to.
Because I feel like if it feels
I'm like
right.
questioning like why, because I remember Werewolves Within being like a very solid movie, and I'm like, why did I put
It is.
Rampage above that?
And here's the thing about Werewolves Within, I didn't like it as much. I thought it was good.
I thought it was awesome. Also,
it
it could be just because I just like Josh a lot, the director.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that you are worried about the plot holes of this movie, and that's not bothering you in Werewolves Within. But that's fine. We can talk about that later. I'll bring up Carrie since I don't know if you've decided yet. Carrie said top of the list for me. I love Justice Smith ever since I saw him in The Get Down. It was a fun movie, and why I would definitely watch it over and over.
The Get Down is a great
he-
series. You should watch
Justice
that. If you haven't
Smith
seen it.
didn't do a whole lot in this movie.
It's true. But that's also like detective movies. It's kind of the same way that it gives
He
you
was just along for the ride.
Yeah, it gives you a blank slate main character. It's like The Great Gatsby. It gives you a blank slate main character so you can put yourself in their shoes and then like experience, like it's basically or like Spider-Man or like what's his face? The first Spider-Man movie, the Sam Raimi ones. Because Tobey Maguire is so blank slate in those movies that you can just replace yourself in it, you know? Does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. And also, intern says Werewolves Within is S tier. So just throwing that
Yeah,
out there.
Fee likes that movie too. You guys like it's okay. You guys like that movie more than I do.
Soba
Rubin's
said Action Dan.
Josh Rubin is king.
Action Dan. That's me.
I put it third after Werewolves Within, but before Warcraft.
All right.
I think it's a slightly better movie than Warcraft. I think I'm letting my WoW brain
take over.
Take over for a while. I was like, nah, Warcraft's better. It's like, no. that
Honestly,
movie's
my
not
WoW
actually that
brain is
good.
my WoW brain is why it's third probably, but I enjoyed that one.
No, I do. I really wish they had just done. They should have done Warcraft 3's like story. That would have been a better entry point. Anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's third. It's after Werewolves Within, but before Warcraft for me.
All right.
And now I'm gonna go watch Rampage.
Now we're gonna go watch Rampage. All right. Well, that's it. Those are our rankings, and that's where they're gonna stay until we get to October when we'll watch our scary video game movie.
What are we gonna watch?
We'll once we get closer, we'll think about it. I know Until Dawn just came on to HBO.
Ooh. Is that a TV show or a?
It's a movie. It's a movie based loosely.
I think that's
off
probably
of
a good
video
one.
game. That's good. We could always do another Resident Evil. We could go to like Resident Evil 2. Five Nights at Freddy's, Pip just said, which is also a good movie.
You can do House of the
Well,
Dead.
yeah, we'll talk
I
about it.
forgot about that. We'll talk about that
We
once
should
we get
pop.
closer.
Uwe Boll.
Mhm. Haven't we done all of his yet?
No, not at all.
We haven't even. We've only done one Uwe Boll movie.
No, we haven't.
No,
We've
two.
done
Sorry,
two.
At
Resident
least
Evil.
two.
And they are both awful.
No, 3.
No, two.
Because the King one that we watched is Uwe Boll.
What was okay? So the first one was Blood Rain. The second one was that. What's the third one?
Wait, isn't Resident Evil
the
Uwe
King
Boll?
one?
No, it's
No,
not.
that's Paul W.S. Anderson.
Oh,
No, the King
That's
movie you
different.
guys just made me watch was Uwe
yeah,
Boll.
no, that one
Okay,
was
that's
Blood Rain.
one,
Blood Rain also
two.
was.
What's the third one?
There isn't a third one. I don't think.
There isn't a third one.
I thought we watched it.
Oh God.
Nope.
Okay.
In your
Sorry.
list, you have Detective Pikachu, Silent Hill, Warcraft, Rose Within, Mortal Kombat, Super Mario
Well,
Bros.
no. I thought you guys watched one that I happened to not
No.
have to watch, but
Nope.
okay.
It's only those two.
Allison, as your punishment for thinking that, you have to go watch Blood Rain now. So
Ooh.
it's a punishment.
So anyway, thanks guys. My internet's cutting out. Have a good.
All right.
Can't hear you anymore.
Well, we are going to end it tonight. For everything. Of course, we'll be back in a fortnight with more video game episodes. We're going to get back into our regular stuff. So we're going to talk about video games. We'll back to our regular format. So that's it for the GameView podcast for this summer. Well, the GameView crew will see you in October for spooky movies.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's is pretty good. I have watched that and I thought it was pretty. It was a fun movie. Okay. So if you haven't listened to any other podcasts of ours, you can go to search for the Game Brew podcast on your favorite podcasting medium and find everything there. You can also join our Discord, bit.ly/discobrew, DISCOBREW, if you want to give us suggestions on what you think we should talk about, or if you have video game ideas you would talk about with us, or your feelings about any of the movies we've done in the GameView over the summer. Please let us know. Chris, do you have anything to plug?
If you haven't already, go get some delicious blue crab. It's delicious.
Blue crab is delicious. All right. Allison, do you have anything to plug?
I feel like with all the new items I'm having to buy for the new house, I'm going to become an influencer and I'm going to start reviewing products. So, here's my Amazon store. I'm kidding.
What's the product that's been the most beneficial for you?
So far, I didn't own a dresser.
What?
Like for clothes. Didn't have room for it in the old place, actually. Everything was hung. So, and it was, or in boxes. It was a very poor setup. I'm very excited about this. And it was actually, for what it is, an Amazon find with, not wood. I think it's very sturdy, nice, and looks good. So that's my best item so far in my move that I've purchased. And an Instapot.
Oh, Instapots are great. I love those.
Yeah,
It makes
really
making rice so much better.
I know.
Has intern been hanging anything? And if he has he been using a stud finder? And has he done the thing where he's like, well, let me see. Oh,
I made that joke twice, and it felt good each time because it's like such a classically good dad
that's
joke.
A dad joke. You got to do it.
Mhm,
It's like,
mhm.
I don't think it's working. Oh yeah, it is.
I made the joke the first time on video call with my dad, and so that felt really, really good, And then I pushed it a second time because I just felt the need to.
Do
anyway,
it over and over again.
Yes.
So great. Well, enjoy new house.
Yeah.
As with for me, you can go to my twitch.tv/tubecrazed on Thursdays. I'll either be playing with all the Mongoose boys or just Bradley and I will be playing some brother games. So we've been doing that recently. It's been really fun, just having brother time. So check it out. Also, happy retirement to Game Brew Dad Brian Rotz.
Happy retirement. retirement.
He
Oh,
made it.
love
Yeah, so
that.
exciting.
He's done. I gave him so many podcasts and video games to play. He's gonna be.
Is he listening to Hello from the Magic Tavern?
He has listened to that a bunch. I told him to listen to Mission to Zix, which if you haven't listened to it and you like sci-fi stuff, it's the same. It's a similar like idea to Hello from the Magic Tavern, except instead it's like
In space.
It's like Star Trek esque, and there's not like a person from another world. It's basically just like the crew of this of the Bargerian Jade is in on diplomatic missions in the Zix quadrant, and it's all improvised every podcast. So it's
Love that.
really funny. It has a definitive end, like they did finish it. So there's a beginning and an end, and you can listen to it. And they are releasing some new stuff soon, which is called the Old Derf Chronicles, which I think is going to be really funny. I highly recommend listening to it if you have the time.
My dad has also retired, so happy retirement,
Nice.
all the Game Brew
Hooray.
dads. How exciting! Look at
Retired
them.
dads, where it's at. They're going to golf so much.
My dad did that. He doesn't golf.
My dad
Wow.
doesn't golf.
My dad
Yeah,
golfs
he's
so much.
my dad is going to spend his whole retirement working on his own like pet projects, like his house repairs and things like that he wants to do. So
Nice. Very good. All right. Well, with that, we're going to say we're going to end the GameView podcast. And this time we're going to end it in the way with like, imagine it's the
What
end
we
of
do for this.
Well, we're going to do, because it's the end of our summer series. What are you going to write on your summer yearbook, Chris, to the GameView listeners?
Stay golden, pony boy.
Pony boy. Nice. I'm just going to write see you next summer, but I'm going to put SUNS, so it just says suns.
Nice.
Allison, what are you going to write in the Game Brew yearbook?
I'm going to write
Summer yearbook.
yeah, exactly. Remember, friendships are the ultimate co-op mode, and you, Brew Crew, are my co-op mode or ultimate friendship. I don't know. I didn't get the end line in there. I was on the spot.
I like to think that you're still writing at that point. It's like, I don't know. It's at the point.
Yep, that's all in your yearbook. My brain's flood of thoughts. Welcome
All
to
right.
me.
Well, happy fall, everybody. Back to school. Say goodbye. Bye. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.